Hi everyone, good morning. I'm so sorry guys, I'm running super late this morning. I was just waiting on a delivery. Here we go. And I'm gonna go in and give everyone a second to come in. And I can get right into it. So I've just loaded our comments and our video. And I'm gonna plug my phone in. Because I do all my recording from my phone. Here we go. And I think everything's good. We're in focus. There we go. So today we're going to start a new project. I'm super, super excited. So we're going to be doing a couple of things, guys. We're going to be doing I want to show you different ways of making file folder folios and journals and flips and different things. So that was our first project that we did. The file folder folio. So we've just finished that. So we're going to go on to the next one. So this one here is called a file folder flip folio. Because it's not a journal, it's more of a like a flip folio. So I have a legal sized file folder in front of me. So you can use standard or you can use legal, whatever your preference is. But we're going to cut this all down today. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this. And then the other thing in front of me is some of my favorite sized envelopes. You can get a punch board that's like this from We Are Memory Keepers. This one makes envelopes, bows, and boxes. So this is just an example of one of We Are Memory Keepers punch boards that you can get from them. This one I think I bought at Michael's, but you can get them from Amazon in different places. And I like this one particularly. It also makes file folders, like little mini file folders when you punch this on different angles. So I just wanted to share that. So this is absolutely a super handy tool to have for making your own envelopes. So I just wanted to share that. If you don't have certain sized envelopes, then you can get something like this, which makes your own. So I just wanted to share that. That's another option. And I mostly use that for doing my file folders when I want that perfect edge when I'm creating pockets and different things. So that's a tool that I like to use for that. So these ones here, these are a bigger envelope and they measure 7.5. So they're 7.5 long by 7.5 tall. So perfect. I just wanted to share that. That's one of the things I'm going to use. I want 2 of those. So you're going to want something larger. And if you don't have an envelope, you can create your own by creating like a flip. So I just wanted to share that. So you could also use a piece of cardstock and turn your cardstock into a pocket. So I can show you a couple different methods when we get closer to that part. So I just wanted to share that. And then the other thing I have here is a CD sleeve. So these are wonderful for creating little pockets that you can see through. So we're going to use this for the front because the front's going to have a series of flaps and because that's what it is, it's a flip. So the front part that we're going to do is all going to flip together. So then I have one of my favorite Revenue Canada. We get these from our government. These are one of my favorite envelopes to use. So we have our Revenue Canada envelope for the front. I have just a plain blank envelope with nothing on it as another one. And then I have another one that's like this one here, but it's bigger. If you guys can see that. These are 2 different sizes. So this one here is the same idea as this one. It's just bigger. So if you guys can see the difference. So just use what you have, guys. So you don't have to go out and get fancy envelopes or anything. Go through your junk mail and just see what you have. Like these are kicking around my house. These used to hold, those blank CDs that we used to burn on our computer for burning music and stuff. And well, we all have, Amazon and Spotify and Vivo and YouTube now. So we don't really do that anymore. So I have all these CD pockets. So I just wanted to share that. So these are another 2 super fun elements that we can create for the front. And then I just have this one here, which is a random, envelope for sending Happy Meal. So I just wanted to share that. And it's more of these are more of like a craft stock sort of feel to them. So it gives you just a different sort of vibe. So anyways, these are some of the envelopes that I'm going to be using for the front pockets. So I just wanted to share that. So use what you have and just, we can kind of customize it as we go. So you will need one file folder like this. Mine is a legal, so mine's bigger. Mine is 14 and a half by, we're going right off the Tim Holtz mat. So this is measuring 12 high. So yeah, 14 and a half long. And how high are we? 8, 9. 9? Yep, 9 inches high. So 9 by 14 and a half. So that's what my legal size measures. But we're going to cut this down. So using a standard would probably be ideal. So what we're going to do now, we're going to open this way. And I can decide, and it's up to you, because we have a flap at the top here, and we have our flap at the bottom here. So you can decide which side that you want this on. So for me, I'm going to cut from this side because I have the writing here, and I'm going to leave this side intact to my top left. So this is how I'm going to, so if you guys can see how this looks, it's probably hard to get the whole thing in frame. This is how I'm going to, position it. So I just wanted to show that. So I have my writing here on this side, this weird thing here, and then my flap over here to the left top. Okay? Then we're going to put this in our scoreboard this way. So I want to score at the bottom. So I'm going to score right across the entire bottom, across here, and I want to score this at 3 inches. So I'm going to take my file folder and I'm going to flip it this way. So this is the bottom, and I'm going to score this at 3 inches. So let's go ahead and do that now. So again, I'm just going to move all this so you can see what I'm doing. Here we go. Because I'm using my big scoreboard. This one's 12 by, yeah, is it 12? Yeah, it's 12 by 12. So I'm just going to put this in here like this. And this is right at the top here. So I'm going to want to slide that up. For the bottom. Yeah, because we are going right across here. So we're going to ignore that top flap. So if you guys can see, I have the whole thing pressed against here with my top flap hanging up over my scoreboard. So I just wanted to share that. This is not parallel to the scoreboard. This line here is right in the crease of my scoreboard. So I just wanted to show that that's how I'm getting these measurements. Then I want to score right along here. So this is along our bottom at the 3 inch mark. The 3 inch mark? Yeah, let's do the 3 inch mark. So the 3 inch mark is right here. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to score. Okay. And we're only going to be able to get so far because our file folder is massive, right? So then what I want to do is flip it around, and then it's going to sit here on this side. And then I'm just going to continue that same score mark and just drag it all the way to the top. What? And manila folders are fairly heavy, so you're going to want to use a scoreboard for this one. And that works out to being the 9 inch mark. So I just wanted to share that. So on the one side, it's the 3 inch mark. And when you flip it, it works out to being the 9 inch mark. There we go. And just make sure you have a really good crease. And again, I'm just going to flip that back around and put this back into the 3 inch mark here. So again, right close to here. Okay. So then we have something that looks like this. Okay. And then I can take this and I can flip this up. So this is going to create our inner pocket. So I'm happy with that. That's 3 inches. Okay. So we have something that looks like this. And I think for this side pocket here, because see, when we close this, we're going to have something that looks like this. So what we're going to want to do And then just make sure we have a really good crease on this here. Just so I can put my scoreboard aside for now. Here we go. And what we're going to want to do is take our scissors or our paper trimmer. Okay. And we want to trim this off. So let's go to this whole side, this right-hand side. Here we go. Because that's just going to eliminate some of the bulk. And then what we want to do, sorry guys, paper trimmer and our file folder. Okay. I'm going to have to do it like this so it fits into my trimmer. That's why we scored that first. So essentially, on the right-hand side of where we're considering this to be, the right-hand side. So we have our flip towards the bottom. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to line this up right here to the corner or the crease. Right here. Yeah, right here. So we just want to take this part off here. Yeah, line that whole thing up. Okay, so the edge of my file folder is going to come parallel with my cut line. So we're not cutting any of this. We're just coming right to here. And we want to cut this part here off. So this part here is that tab. And because that's going to create extra bulk right in our corner, and we don't want that. Okay, but what we can do to tidy this up, so there, now this is going to come like this. You guys can see that. And the other thing we can do, that's actually shorter. All right, so what I recommend, here, guys, we'll just do it easy. Close the whole thing up. Here we go. I'm going to take my scissors, because that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. We're going to take our scissors, and we're just going to cut right along here. Here we go. So we keep our file folder shape, and then we don't see any of that. And we can embrace that for the front cover. But then we're not seeing any of that for the inside. Here we go. And then I can get right in here. Like that. And tidy that up. There we go. So I'm just using the outside of this as a guide. Because essentially one file folder is going to be longer than the other. So we're just going to clean this up. And just follow your lines. There we go. So it looks like this. Then when we open it up, we're perfect. And again, we just want to tidy this up anywhere where we're not straight. Okay. Now the other thing that I want to do, I want to separate my two pockets because this is going to create a lot of bulk on the inside of my journal. Or my folio, I should say. So what we want to do is come right to the center so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing here. So this is the center of our file folder. And we're going to taper this. So essentially, I'm just going to cut this just a hairline beside here. And I'm going to taper it this way. Like that. At my corner. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And I'm going to cut it. See, guys, so that we're 1/8 of an inch beside our fold line. So that's what this does. And we're going to do the same thing here. And we're just going to taper this, I would say just like that, where we're just a hair beside our fold line. So we're only taking off like this tiny little piece. There. So when we fold these, we have our two pockets on the inside. But as you guys can see, neither one of these are interfering with our fold line. Our fold line, and actually this one here, needs to be tapered just a little bit more. Just a touch. There we go. So we have enough of a gap between so that our file folder score line here sits directly in the center of these two, so that we don't have any kind of bulk and nothing's going to be interfering with our fold on the inside, so that everything's going to be smooth. So this kind of a project is going to be perfect for something that's like, you want to gift some papers to someone, or some ephemera things to go in a junk journal. So a thing I could tuck into this sort of pocket would be like music sheets, coffee dyed paper, hand dyed papers, book pages. So if I wanted to send somebody some happy mail that was like ephemera stuff to use in a junk journal, this would be a great little project to do for happy mail. So I just wanted to share that. So now that we've taken off what we want at the bottom, we want to take off from the top too, because this is going to be massive. So basically, essentially, just want this to be like the size of, see, I have it 11 inches high. It doesn't need to be. I want it to be more like, I could do it at 8 inches, so that we're, you know, I guess 11 would be like the size of a regular piece of paper. So you know what, for this project, we'll leave it as is, because you know what, this is nice and big. And maybe we could do that. I'll show you guys, like you could gift, or like I could print out one of my digital kits and gift it. You know what I mean? Like something like that. That's the idea of this. So, do I have a piece of paper in front of me to show you guys? What size is this? Okay, here we go. So this is 8 by 9. So same kind of thing, guys. This is Jane Davenport paper I have in front of me. So see, we could put our, you know, some cardstock, some papers, anything in here really. And that would give it the right size for that. So maybe we could take, if this is 8 by 9.5, we could, yeah, because I don't want it too big either. Maybe we will take 1 inch from the top. Okay, so let's do that too. Because I don't want it too big, because it'd be hard to mail it too, right? So far, what are we measuring? We've got the whole thing, lengthwise, we've got 8.5 wide. That's okay. And yeah, we've got almost 12. So let's take that down to 9. Okay. So we're looking at like right here. So we'll take that from the top. Yeah, this goes out this way. Okay. So we'll do that then. Okay. So our 9-inch mark is here. That's what we're looking at. So we're going to take it then this way. So we have it like this. We have our fold perfectly. We're going to take it, yeah, we're going to take it in half like this. And we're going to put it into our scoreboard, or sorry, our paper trimmer. So this is the bottom. We want the top. So we're going to turn the top this way. So we're cutting from the top. And then our length. So we have 9 inches. And that's probably good, I would think. Yeah, let's do it 9 high. Or 8.5. 8.5's good too. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Yeah, let's do that. 8.5. Because we don't want it too big either. Maybe 8.5, 9. No, let's do 9. Yeah, let's just do 9. That's good. Okay, so we're going to do 9 inches. So again, we just want to make sure that we have our flip part here for the pockets to our left, because that's the bottom, and we're cutting at the top. And that's going to affect our height. So I'm going to, yeah, I decided to go 9 inches. Yep. So let's do that. And we're just going to cut this portion here off. Okay. So that's our top. That's what we're cutting off. There. So this is a better size now. See, it's more of like a folio kind of size. And then what I want to ensure too, this is the other thing, is that my envelopes are going to fit. So essentially when you're creating this, see guys, that's going to be perfect along the inside, because these are going to make our top flaps. So essentially I want to make sure that these are pretty much going to cover, see if you guys can see that. These are pretty much going to cover the inside like this. So this is how that's going to look, like this. Exactly like that. Okay, and we're going to make that even here and here. So we're going to mat the whole thing before we actually before we put any sort, like we're going to get all these components down before we actually, before we mat our papers. So I just wanted to share that. Hi Marta, thanks for joining. Hi Rachel. Hi Marjorie. Hi Jenny. Just going to say hi to everyone. Hi Sue. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Sorry guys, I just kind of jumped right into it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to mat the entire thing, and then we can, so these pockets though, I like to wait until I've matted the inside and the outside before gluing them down. I just want to get like most of the construction part of it done today. So I just wanted to share that. So we do need our big envelopes. I'm going to glue them on this side. And it's up to you guys. You guys can use glue. You can use double-sided tape. Whatever you guys are comfortable with. So I just wanted to share that. So here we go. I have a good glue and stick. I just like to smooth that out like this with my fingers. Sorry guys, my fingernails are atrocious today. I was coffee dyeing papers yesterday. So I just wanted to share that. So my fingernails are all yuck. It tends to stain my hands. Okay, and that's approximately the middle. So I just want to essentially do something like this. Yeah, that's good. So you can kind of position these wherever you want. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be exact like that. And then I want to take my bone folder. So that's essentially what we've done, guys. We've attached the envelopes to the side. So now when I add my papers down, I'm going to mat over the entire thing and you won't see this. So that's kind of the goal, right? And then we're going to use, I have in front of me washi tape. I cannot recommend washi tape enough. It's great for reinforcing your edges and your corners and your, anywhere where you're going to get a lot of play on a pocket or a flip or a flap. This is a great reinforcer. And I have both. I have regular washi tape by 49 in Market. This one here is called Curator's Washi Tape Assortment Set. And it comes with your different ones in here, so I can quickly show you. And I love theirs. 49 in Market also comes with this little handy little thing where you can put your washi tape in and cut that perfect edge off of your washi. So I absolutely love theirs. So this is the one set that I have here, which is regular washi tape. And then I have this one here in front of me. And this is one of my favorites, and I love the colors. And my next kit's going to very much go with this. So I just wanted to share. This is called Assorted Avesta Repositionable Fabric Tape. So all of these are made out of fabric. So I cannot recommend these enough. So I have this one here as well. So that's what I'm going to be using for this project to reinforce everything. So I just wanted to show that. So again, we're just going to make sure we have a good glue and a good stick. Okay, and I'm not worried about inking anything yet. We can do that once we start matting all of our our pages in. And then this one here, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take off our envelope. So essentially, guys, where we've glued, if you guys can see that, just to clarify. So our flap goes to the inside of the folder. And then this becomes a pocket because that's an envelope. Like this. And then like this. And then where they're glued, so that's glued to the front cover. Just wanted to show that. And this one here is going to be glued to the back cover like this. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh. Here we go. See, I'm super excited, guys. I got 2 orders this morning. I got an order from Seth Apter's shop that I had ordered. And I got, that's what I was waiting for Purolator. Because they like to, they like me to sign for my stuff. So if I'm not there to sign for it, then they send it back to their facility. And then I have to either wait the next business day or I have to go pick it up and show my ID. And it's just a rigmarole. So I just wanted to share that. So if I'm expecting Purolator, that's why I have to wait for them, because they like me to sign for my stuff. Just kind of silly, but that's what it is. Everybody else just delivers it, like Canada Post, FedEx, even my Amazon. They just leave that at my front door. That's kind of handy, but yeah, the Purolator people like my signature. So that's why I was late this morning. And that was my order from the Ink and Paper Boutique. I had ordered more paper artsy paint. So I just wanted to share that. And that's what I was waiting for. So I'm sorry guys, I was running late. And the other thing I want to do is take my corner rounder, and we can kind of keep it kind of symmetrical to that. There we go. And I'm just gonna, yep, corner around that here. And that wasn't perfectly straight. I've got a little spot. Here we go. There. So now we have this here, and we can do it either way. We can have our pockets going to the outside like this, or the pockets going to the inside like that. It'll probably be the outside though, because I'm going to glue the pockets down like that. And then, so that's our inside construction. And then we have our outside. So this is going to be the back, and this is going to be the front. So yeah, that all looks good like that. And the other thing we can do too, for the inside pockets, that spot that we had cut off, what did I do with it? Yeah, it's under here. Because it's the exact same length, and I just wanted to share that, it's the length of the entire file folder. What we can do here is layer it like this and have this be a second pocket. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to give that a snip along here. Yeah. And this is going to be longer because we've cut that. So what I want to do essentially is have this side here be the same kind of thing here. And then we can glue this towards the top of this. So this is another pocket. And I want to make this completely even to here. And then I'm going to take my my pencil. There we go. And I'm going to just score this right here. Okay, right like that. And I'm just going to take my scissors. My line's not straight, but that's okay. There, just like that. And so that's gonna, I'm just gonna tuck this in here for now, so that I know that that's gonna go in here. And I'm going to do the same for this side. So again, I'm going to want this side on this side. And then I'm going to line this up. So same thing, I'm going to line it right up to my line here. And then again, make sure that you're leaving that 1/8 of an inch gap between there and the fold line. So just wanted to share that. We have to make sure that there's that tiny, tiny little gap, so we're not interfering with our fold line. Okay. And that is my Amazon. I don't know if you guys heard my doorbell. My husband will get that. I also ordered the Posca paint markers, so I'm really excited. I got lots of stuff coming in all at once today. There we go. So there, this is our cover. So then we'll be, as we mat, we'll be able to go ahead and we'll be able to do our double pockets on the inside, which again, they're going to be more like that, if you guys can see. There, so they go up like a lot further. So we're about the halfway mark, so we have a spot here, and then we can tuck our papers in behind that go to the entire folio length. So I just wanted to share that. So I'm excited for that. And then so it's a great way, like you could put your papers in the back and then tags and stuff in the front, or smaller ephemera pieces so that they don't get lost. So that's what we're going to do here. So that's the inside of our folio all constructed. And then for the cover, we are going to add our envelopes here and our flips and flaps. So what I like to do, and I haven't thought of this ahead of time, this is just something I like to do, and we're going to do this kind of together. So we want this to be able to like fold in and fold out. So if I wanted to, I could do this across the entire thing right to the back. Nope, that's not going to work. That's too long. That's okay. There we go. So this is going to go this way perfectly like that. So we're just going to give this kind of a play. until we have it where we really like it. And then maybe this one across here. If you guys can see where I'm going with this. Because we want this all to fold in and to fold out all sorts of different ways. So here we go. I'm liking that right here. So again, when we're doing this, we want to make sure that we're not going across the entire thing, that we are going across. And then what I want to do, I don't want to glue this to the back. I'm going to glue this to here like this, right like that, so that this goes like that, if you guys can see that. And then I'm not interfering with the inside of my folio. Okay, the inside pockets you want to fold to the outside of the folio so that it gives it more stability. So I'm not going to have to worry about this edge ripping later. And I would if I went the other way because it will bulk it. So I just wanted to share that. It's okay if I bulk the front, but not the inside. So I just wanted to share that. So that's why I've done the pockets differently like that. There was kind of like a method to the madness of how I layered those envelopes. So now I'm going to take this whole thing. So I love how this looks. So I'm going to permanently put this down. So I'm not worried about this yet. I'll mat over that. But what I want to do is, yeah, we're not going to close the envelope. We're going to use this as a flap. So I want to go to this side of it, and we're going to glue right along here. Whoop. Okay. And I messed up, and I've got glue on the inside. There we go. So that whole outside, so I've taken the outside flap, and it's here for the envelope. I've glued the entire thing. We're going to flip it around, and we are going to take this part of it, and we're going to glue it straight to here. So I just want to line this up like this as to where it's going to be perfect. So it's completely even across my front cover. Yeah, even if it's not even to that envelope, I want to make sure that it's even to my front cover. Not quite. Yeah, right about here. Okay, and we want to make sure that that is perfectly straight to the top of our folio. Now I'm going to take my bone folder. Do that. Open my envelope, and right here, make sure I reinforce this whole thing. Okay. Okay. And then like that. There we go. So we have our flip this way. And then I can mat around this whole entire corner here. But we're going to want to reinforce that, and I will show you. Because we want this to be, and we want it right towards the bottom. Because this one, see? Essentially, guys, I'm looking to do something like this. There we go. And I just want to wait until, okay, I think I like that. Like this. And then like that. What do you guys think? I think I like that. So I'll make sure everything has a place. And then we'll have to cut that one down too, but maybe. Okay, so let's do this one first. So we're going to go, I think, directly in the middle like I just had that for this one. So we're going to glue. So once we open this one up like this, we're going to glue the inside of this right along here. There we go. Okay. And yeah, we are going to glue gobbers on me. Or glue goobers. There we go. So we're going to take the back of the folio. This is where we're going to glue it, because this whole side here is the spine of this journal. So we're going to take the back and we're going to approximately place it to the middle, and I want to leave that quarter, maybe it's like a little bit, not quite a quarter, but bigger than that eighth of an inch gap, because this here you want this to sit, see, I've even got it wrong, guys. You want that to sit as close to the edge as possible, pulling it tight. So I would do that. Just pull it tight. Don't worry about the size of the gap. Just pull it tight so it's comfortable. There we go. To the back. And then the front. And then it sits comfortably. Okay, I've got stuff all over my mat. Sorry, guys. It's transferring onto my papers. That's okay. Inks and coffee dye and all my stuff there. And that's okay, because we're going to mat over the entire thing. And I'll make sure I've got a clean mat for next week before we do that. There. So then this is going to flip out like this. This is going to flip up like this. And then what we want is this one here to go over here. So we're going to actually attach this one right to this, to our flap. So it's going to be attached, if you guys can see that, like this. Okay. So this one's going to flip. But this one's going to hold this one in place. Maybe even, yeah, let's do it like that. Maybe even towards the top. I think I like that towards the top. Yeah, right there, because we don't quite want it in the middle. Yeah, we want that one towards the top. It'll be our focal point. I like that. Okay. Sometimes it just takes a minute. It depends on, every journal is different, guys. So, you know, I always work out my details as I'm putting things together. It's probably the easiest way, because I mean, even though you have a game plan of how you want something to go, I'm always changing my mind. And you know, because once you have it in front of you, then it's like, oh, I like that better this way, and maybe it's better like that. So here we go, and then we're going to glue. So we're going to flip this out and up, and we're going to glue this part here of the envelope, and then we're going to match it to the corner, yeah, of here. And we're going to make that work right like this. Okay, so our glue is going to go here, right along here. There we go. Oh, thank you so much, Rachel, for putting all my links in. Here we go. Like this, like that. And then we're going to put this one right along here. And we're going to slide it. Oh, sorry guys, we decided to move it up further. Yeah, that's right. I liked it better. Yeah, up a little higher. Okay. Yeah, right like that. Oh, I glue on my window. Okay. And we're going to make sure that we are hugging our corner here. Okay. And then this, like this. That's nice and straight. Okay. And then I just want to take my bone folder and just reinforce that. Here we go. So this one doesn't actually have a journal in it, but you can put like a flip book in there if you wanted to. You could make a one signature journal and put it in here if you wanted to. There's all kinds of things that you can do. So I just wanted to share that. There's like no, for the construction of this one, there's like no limits to what you can do. And then like this, and I want to do some sort of a pocket here. So this is where I'm going to cut this down. Like that. So this is going to have all kinds of flips and flaps and stuff. And then, so what I can do too is I can hinge this. So if you guys can see, if I wanted it hinged, to hinge it up, we can absolutely do that. And to make a hinge, we just need a piece of cardstock, which I have here. I keep all these sort of scrap bits. Okay, that's covers. There we go. That's cardstock. There we go. And that's almost perfect. So we don't want it the full length. Let's cut it to about here. We don't need it the whole length of that either. For a hinge, I would say about an inch, maybe a little less than an inch is probably good. So we're taking a piece of cardstock, we're cutting it to approximately here. We're going to fold this perfectly in half, or you could score it on your scoreboard. I don't usually, I just, you know, do the whole, just quickly. This is super thick. This is 140-pound watercolor cardstock. Here we go. Just, yeah, like that. Okay, and we're going to taper one. We're going to taper two, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to cut this down to, yeah, you want it the exact length of here. So then this has a pocket. And it'll be a double pocket because we will have the, actually for this one, I don't think we should do that. The double pocket. Because I have this and it's not perfectly straight. So we'll just have one pocket on the front of this with a little window here. There we go. And we're going to, and this I'll put in the trimmer so it's perfect because it's one of our main pockets now. There we go. So I can line this all up. Yep, right along here. There we go. Perfect. So this I'll just put aside and use for something else because that's another cute little pocket idea. I usually, like my tiny little scraps I'll throw out, but my bigger scraps I definitely keep. Okay, so this is going to be upside down and that's okay, like in terms of how the envelope looks. And then we're just going to glue this right to here. The entire back of, actually, we're going to hinge it. Sorry, guys. Yep. Yeah, we can hinge that. And then it's going to fold down like this and fold up. Okay. So we take our hinge like this. Here, guys, I'm going to move up so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So we're going to take our hinge like this. And we're just going to put a little glue on this side. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to line it right to the bottom of that pocket. Right here. Okay. Just like that. Open it up. Give it a really good crease. Make sure that we're all stuck down. And your fingers also activate the glue, so I just wanted to share that. So if you are using glue sticks or using PVA glue, I always find I get a better stick if I just work it through my fingers. And there we go. So then we're going to come to this part of it here. So we're going to make sure that we're sticking this part of it down to our flap. But the easiest way to do this is just to put a little glue on the flap. So that's what I do. Just kind of do one of these with your glue bottle. And then I just take my finger and I smooth it out. Or you can use double-sided tape, whatever you prefer. I use art glitter glue and I get a really good stick. And I never have to worry about anything. So I just wanted to share that. And I want to make sure this is completely lined up. Sorry, guys. My pocket is completely lined up to my my envelope. There we go. Right like that. So this is completely lined up to here and to here. On both sides. No surprises. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to flip it this way. And then this is also a pocket here. Okay. Now I'm not going to worry about gluing my pocket shut because as you can see we cut it. So I have this open. But I'm not going to worry about that until I go ahead and I mat the inside of the pocket. So we're going to leave this open for now. So I just wanted to share that. That's why I haven't showed you guys that I'm closing the envelope yet. Because we will mat this so that you have a pattern on the inside. So when you pull it, whatever we're going to put in here, like a, it could very well be like a file folder sort of make that we do. Like a little mini one, like ephemera piece. Then when you pull it out, it's going to have this whole other thing going on in the background. You're not going to see the writing and the Revenue Canada Agency thing. I just really like how thick these envelopes are. They're like thicker than a standard, and they give you like a nice like a manila sort of look. So I just wanted to share that. That's why I prefer these ones for my different elements and things, because they do, and they hold up when you're gluing them and matting them and stamping them and stuff. Okay, so we're going to leave that like this. So essentially we're like this. That's going to flip down. Then this is going to flip up. And this is going to flip over. So essentially, guys, we're going to look like that. So already I'm super happy with this. And that is the basic construction, I think, of our journal. And then the other two pieces. So then what I want to do is go ahead and print your favorite digital kit. I have a freebie that's up in the group files. It is a nature kit. So that one is free. But you're welcome to go to my Etsy shop, to Fifi's Digital Designs, and Rachel had posted the link. So you're welcome to go into the link and pick out a digital kit from there if you want to purchase one of my kits. So just wanted to share that. And you don't have to use the kit either. You could decorate this entire thing in book pages, music sheets. There's so many things you could do. You could do like Stamperia or scrapbooking paper. There's a billion things that you can do. So don't feel like you have to use a digital kit. You can use whatever you like. So I just wanted to share that. So we have our pockets here, and then our inside here, and then we're going to finish matting everything next week. So I just wanted to share that. So I am working on a kit right now. It comes out on at some point this week. I'm just finishing it up. And that'll be in my shop, and that's probably the kit that I'm going to use for this project. So I just wanted to share that. Okay, I did something here. Oh, I had that hanging over. There we go. Perfect. So that's probably the kit that I'm going to use for this, and it's a floral kit that's coming. So I'm really excited for that. And I will show it in the next video before we go ahead to mat everything. So just wanted to share that. And what we'll do too is we'll create our ephemera. Once we get the whole thing matted, we will create our ephemera pieces, and then we'll create stuff to go in here. And I'll show you again some more ideas for dyeing papers and doing different things. So I'm really excited. This is another super fun project that we can, you know, make for Happy Mail, or it's even a great little thing for holding up your ephemera pieces. So that's the other thing too. If you felt like you didn't want it for Happy Mail and you don't send Happy Mail, you could still make one to put like all of your stuff in. So like this, you could store your Tim Holtz people. This one you could store ephemera pieces or something that you want to use. This one here would be great too for sliding in your maybe like a botanical set or something, because you can see through the window. So there's all sorts of things you could do. This could be for your taller ephemera over here. And so there's no limit to what you can put in these and the different things that you can do. And then the same thing for the inside with the pockets, and then these bigger ones. So you could use it as an ephemera holder or for Happy Mail. All right, everyone, I'm going to leave it at that for today. So we got the construction of our file folder flip folio. That's what this is called. So we got the construction all finished, and we will be back next week for formatting the whole thing. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and you guys have a fabulous week, and I'll see you back soon. Thank you. Bye.